screen room. So it's just a clue just to have them directed so they don't wet things like the walls or other property. Right? Any questions?
I know last time I mentioned to Renee, there's some, I don't know if it's beehives or whatever that's
Oh, yeah,
stuck
the
on
little-
the wall.
Yeah.
What do I do with those?
Just get rid of them. You can sweep them off. If you have a pest control company that you hire, they will sweep them off for you. The hardest part is that when they sweep the nest off, it leaves the mud. Okay, the mud dauber, they leave the dirt in the corner, so you can power wash that away.
Okay.
Those insects, the ones with the mud, I've been told that they don't really bother you, and they don't. I've been around them; they don't come after you. Now, the ones they call paper wasps, the ones that are in the corner that are not made of dirt but made of something else,
Yeah.
those guys, they can be mean. You know, now they sell this really cool spray, one guy to another. You can probably appreciate this. In Ace Hardware, Lowe's, and Home Depot, it shoots like 25 feet. So you can shoot them from your front lawn to the corner of the window, and as soon as that stuff makes contact with them, it freezes them and they die.
Cool.
So,
What is it again? What is it called again?
WASP, W-A-S-P, freeze. Great stuff. I mean, if I had a day to kill on vacation, I would probably spend half that day killing them. It's incredible how that stuff works. It's just you spray it, it's a stream, it saturates the nest, they drop out of there, they're done.
But it's not any immediate problem at this point.
No.
So it's good to get rid of for
No, it's
cosmetic reasons.
typical Florida mud dauber wasp is what it is.
Okay.
And you will find them everywhere. You just have to be careful because, I mean, they're going to be in your attic. They weren't in your attic, but eventually they do get in there sometimes and build a nest. But they don't bother you. They have no intention of bothering you. In fact, they get confused. They want out. They're not going to attack you. The other ones are the ones that are dangerous. They hurt too. Because they don't sting, they bite, and they will repeatedly bite you. Yeah, so that's not a good thing. Welcome to Florida.
It doesn't really, bugs really don't bother me, but just was concerned
It's
that,
not pretty looking.
yeah, that too, and I was wondering if it'll get inside the house. Somewhere.
Probably not there. They usually get in, like if you open the door, sometimes you'll have one fly in. Sometimes they'll nest in the corner of the doorways, the exterior doors, and they might squeeze into the weather stripping or something, but they don't really look to come in.
Okay.
If they come in, they live for 2 days and they die. There's nothing for them to eat. It's out of their climate because you keep in the house at 70-something degrees. When it's 70-something degrees outside, 70, 72, they don't even come out of their nest. You know, they don't like to.
Another question was, like all the windows, I know maybe it's not a problem here, but one of my friends' new place, not new place, it's like older house, and for some reason, windows closed, but it wasn't closed all the way. There's always that little gap, and he gets like ants inside the home and all that.
Well, you're going to have ants if you don't caulk around the interior of the windows. I mean, that's how you know. Like when you look, I didn't see any big major voids on your inside, but usually they will get in through those areas. These windows open and close and seem to seal just fine. They're built to grade, they're single pane. I mean, you're going to have to maintain them because that's normal. 2 of the windows in the house don't work in the master bedroom. They need to be repaired. The balances are off. So when you're
opening,
well, it opens, but it closes right back down. It does not stay open.
Okay, got it.
Those are 2 windows in the master bedroom. The rest of them, I opened them all. They work. And there's no evidence of insects now. But those cracks that I mentioned about water, that's also how insects get in. They squeeze through there too. And they find their way. Any place where they've got a void, corner of a window, crack in the wall, ants will get in. The key to maintaining that is to have either yourself or a pest control company do a perimeter treatment around the house. You can use a repellent or a non-repellent. It's irrelevant what you use for ants as long as you reapply as often as the label says so that you keep them away. Okay, the best ones are the non-repellent ones because they act like bait. So when the ants go through them because they're social, they can't detect it. They'll bring it back to their nests and they share it and they die. That's a better product, a non-repellent insecticide than a repellent because a repellent, they can detect it and all they do is avoid it until it goes away. And while they're avoiding it, they're reproducing. Okay, so you know, if they're going to be reproducing, they reproduce in more numbers than when they first come across it because the nest feels threatened. When the nest feels threatened, it's instinctively they split the nest for survival. And they may split it 2, 3, 4, 5 ways. So by the time that repellent wears off, you've got a much bigger problem. So use baits or non-repellent insecticides.